take a look at the team news. And manager Sergio Costa going with what looks like a traditional 4-4-2. Some new faces in there. Emerson Negeba on the left, and attacking right back in Yuan Su. Kwon Chang-hoon, another recent arrival, experienced attacking option. And their manager, Lee Jung-kyu, not to be confused with the departed Lee Jung-hyo, but Lee Jung-kyu was his assistant. And, well, who's he got left to choose from? Because several big name departures. Paes, Byung-jun Soo, Cho Sung-kwon, Lee Kang-hyun among them. Min Sang-gi, an experienced player in that back line. Ha Seung-hoon, another attacking right back. So a couple of new faces to keep an eye on. No Yuri Jonathan for Jeju, he's a departure. We saw this yesterday as well. This trend of kicking it straight out of play. What he's best known for is being the assistant to former national team head coach Paulo Bento when they went to the round of 16 of the World Cup. And that's not a bad early effort from a player who does have an eye for goal, Choi Kyung-dok. And now Emerson Negeba getting a chance on the ball. Jeju didn't really use some of their foreign talent last year. And having a foray forward, forcing the corner, Shin Sang-hoon. Jeju themselves the top half finishers after regaining their K-League 1 status in recent years, as that was a big-headed opportunity. Italo with a grimace knows it was a missed chance. 5 minutes in, Jeju with the first real sight of goal. There are some moments like that that need to become second nature, as this is a gift, and it's a real fluffed line. Kwon Chang-hoon, a player who knows better. Maybe that old instinct that he had in his younger days and with the national team has not been able to translate to club success. But here's an opportunity and a penalty. Well, that was very well done by Shin Chang-hoon. He knew the keeper was coming out. He probably also knew that he was going to have to really stretch to get to the ball and wouldn't therefore have much of a chance to do a lot with it. So just get the touch to the ball and draw the challenge, win the penalty. And a bit of a bemused look on the face of Shin Sang-hoon. So penalty overturned. Didn't see that happening. At first glance, I didn't think it was offside, but not a hugely consequential moment. Negeba. This is a good little run. And that's a sign of what maybe he can offer. Typical case of... And there's a nice ball through. Just waiting a moment, Shin Sang-hoon. Hesitation in attack as Negeba can't head it back across. And the flag is up. That was the suspicion, I must say, in the first place. And now Jung Ji-hoon seems to have shaken off the effects of that. And a lovely through ball from Moon Min-seo. There to collect it is Kwon Sung-yoon. And it's beyond the reach of any option in the middle. That's where you need Fridtjonsson. Jeju just having a look at options with lots of bodies in the way and then dragged wide by Negeba. Apologizes. Temporarily coming inside to try and help his team successfully deal with possession in their own half, something they've not done all that convincingly this game so far. Checking rug knocked over, but no free kick, and he even holds possession. Italo does concede the free kick the second time. Yellow card, red card. I saw the referee reaching for a card. I thought it was yellow. We'll need to see this on replay. and of course it will be reviewed, but that is a big moment, potentially a turning point in the game. Italo, well, yes. Italo shaking his head, I think if he sees that back. So, both these teams need to do a bit more to fulfill their side of the goal-scoring bargain. Shin Chang-mu, suddenly space is opening up for Gwangju. Moon Min-soo was waiting, Moon Min-sol was waiting to strike it. Ha Sung-un with a rush of blood to the head. And another one, Shin Chang-mu will also be booked. In this kind of situation where Gwangju looking more likely after surviving some early scares. Shin Chang-mu's cross, and you have to think in this situation you've got a man advantage. Get a physical option like Fridtjonsson in the middle, go short, and then it's out swinging from Kim Min-sung. Ewan-soo will be booked here, surely. Referee's calling him over. Do that, you're inviting the yellow. So we'll see what strategically they come up with. Neither of these teams will want to be losing this. They know that they're potentially facing relegation contenders, and Jeju down to 10 men, their job that much harder. When you're down to 10 men. Holding one or two defenders back and pushing bodies forward. They're really, in terms of the system itself, being more adventurous in the second half, responding to the 10 men. Can they find a reward for that? The shot straight to the keeper. Coming from former Seoul man Kwon Sung-yoon. Went via Busan, and there's a player down. It is Negeba, and he is implying, Celestine is implying that this needs to be looked at on the screen, maybe suggesting there's been an elbow or something. And a yellow card has come out. It's not clear whether the yellow card is for dissent or whether it's related to this particular incident. It's the substitute, Kim Jin-ho, who this is good pressing. We saw that in the first half from Jeju. Kim Yong-hyuk in a shaky position. Lee Chang-min holds it up. Ewan-soo round the back. Kwon Chang-hun linking up still with him on the right-hand side. And Jang Min-gyu looking to spring a surprise, and no one read it. Low attempted cross, comfortably taken by Kim Dong-jun. Header up from Negeba. Well, Fridtjonsson being on the field, he's a menace aerially. Any defender is going to feel that threat. Header across, it was beyond the reach of Fridtjonsson. Celestine with a clearance. Could have been a slightly embarrassing one to concede from Kim Dong-jun. Free kick, Gwangju, and a chance through the set piece. The latest player in this game to be either booked or sent off, at yellow card this time. Fridtjonsson at full stretch never looked like he was going to get on the end of it. Just a bit too much on the delivery, and again cross well beyond the focus point of Fridtjonsson, but there he comes in, puts a bit of pressure, knocks the goalkeeper into the net, but not the ball. You can see he's not too far away from the ball, but the goalkeeper's gloves get there first, and then Jeju unable to name in their squad today the new striker Palauskas from Lithuania, but as things currently stand, it's difficult to know where they're going to find a breakthrough in this game and in the wider season, as good enterprising run forward forces the corner. Probably there needs to be trying to play it across the face of goal. It'll be very difficult to beat the keeper his near post. Negeba with the header across. Kim Ryun-sung with the ball. Well, he was looking for the cross rather than the shot, but it's gone straight at the goalkeeper with all the outs, including their manager. And from Gwangju's point of view, facing a relatively weak side as well, and one reduced to 10 men for much of the game, and not able to really show too much in the way of attacking chances. Still time for one of these two to change that, as Emerson Negeba drives it at the goal. Straight at the keeper. It was a fairly simple save, but he did spill it. Has left an impression that they're going to be in the top half of the table, let's put it that way. So the question is, how much trouble are they in a season where it's easier than for a long time to actually survive in this division, because Kimcheon are the only team that will be automatically demoted. There is still the threat of a relegation playoff, but Jeju survived that way against the Blue Wings. And there it is. Maybe these teams could have played for another 90 minutes and the scoreline would be the same. Both need to find goals. Jeju's Kim Shin-jin might have felt that he could have been called upon to offer a little bit of a different goal threat. Obviously, when they decided to take Nam Tae-hee off and defend very deep, it wasn't looking particularly bright. But game one of the season under new management finishes on the day. Jeju 0, Gwangju 0.